All right, well, it's been a while again since I've tried not to Wordle, so I'm looking at DontWordle today. This is the game that's just like Wordle, except you're trying not to guess the answer, and you have to follow hard mode, and you can't repeat grays and all that. And I'm gonna, as usual, do the random starting word on the site, and I got Titan, which is a great starting word. It repeated a letter. We got all grays, everything you want from a starting word. The only thing you can say bad about that starting word is it was some good letters, but that's okay. They came up gray, so it's fine. I like fluff. Fluff is pretty good. It has a triple F, and those letters are still good. We can't do like mama or pizzazz or some of the other good starting words. Let's do fluff. That seems pretty good. Oh, it was not good. It was not good. Okay, well, yeah. So theoretically we could undo now, and that's a perfectly valid strategy, but I like to try and do it without undoing, so that's what I'm gonna try to do. So we have the F, there's a U. Oh man, after the F, if it's not an L, it's probably an R or a vowel. It's probably the U, but I'd rather not do the U there if it's maybe gonna be the right answer. Now that we have the U, is there something we could do with a couple of U's? Something like this, or, well, we could do fugue. It's not terrible. The downside is we're more likely to locate the U, but I think we're getting close to having to do the U in a particular spot. Anyways, unless I can think of something that only has the U at the end, and we don't get any other yellows, then we could do fugue on our next one. I think I'm gonna do fugue. I don't know, let's go for it. Okay, well, we've located the U, but that's okay. There's only 11 words left, and we need to guess 3 of them. So what do we got here? We've got, well, there's a word that's still possible that I'm not going to guess, but is possible. The only we've already eliminated A, I, and E, and it feels like you're not gonna have a you're less likely to have a triple consonant. So we need to have like a Y or an O. You can't quite do focus. You almost have focus, but the vowels are swapped. Well, you can do furry. Fuzzy? Fuzzy's good. Oh, fussy. So we've got a few ending in Y. Oh, furor. So, I mean, if we get lucky, we can do furor. Oh, but we can't do furry and furor because they both have, unless one of them's the answer, but we don't want to do both. So we could do, if the answer is furor, then we can do fussy and fuzzy and then furry, and we'll be fine. If the answer is furry, then we could do fussy and fuzzy and furor. No, we couldn't, because if the answer is furry, then you're gonna have the Y. You could do fussy and fuzzy, but then you're gonna have to do another with a Y. So I can think of 4 words. The best situation is if the answer is furor, and we can do fussy, fuzzy, and furry. I mean, obviously there's 7 other words that I'm not thinking of, but I'm not sure. So the question is, what do we go with? Do we go with, I mean, if the answer's fussy or fuzzy, then we could do furor. Oh, but then we can't do furry, right? Because we'd have the gray R. So, well, we can also do a word that advertisers don't want me to say on YouTube. That's possible. Oh, but we can't do, yeah, but then we can't do fussy. So that doesn't help us at all. There's gotta be another, I mean, there's 7 other words. Fuddy. Fuddy also works. So I've got fussy, fuddy, fuzzy, furry, and furor. I'm thinking about doing, what am I thinking about doing? I feel like fuddy is maybe the least common of the words. Fuzzy has the Z's, which is great, but if the answer's furor, we can just do 3 of the Y. Oh, no, right, if the answer's furor, then the Y, we won't be able to repeat the Y. Well, then we'll have to undo. I think I'm going to try fuddy. If it's one of the Y words, then we got to figure out which order we do them in. I'm going to go fuddy, I think. We'll see what happens with that. Okay, so it's one of the Y's. There's 6 left. So fussy, fuzzy, furry. I don't know what else there is. There's 6 words. I've got 3 of them. The question is, which way do we go? I gotta go Z next. Fuzzy. Okay. Now it's fussy or furry. My instinct is to do fussy because I was also thinking furor, so I was kind of trying to avoid the R. I don't know why, just because there's more words with an R at the time. But now, at this point, it's fussy or furry, I think. There's 2 others. I don't know what they are. So there's got to be a word. That's interesting. There's a word with 1 Z. Because look, we eliminated 2 by guessing fuzzy. I don't know. Fussy and furry, they're probably equally likely and common. And I'm just going to go fussy because, I don't know. That's what my instincts are telling me. It's a 50-50. Well, it's not. There's 4 words, but there's 2 that I can think of. So if I knew one of the other 2, it would probably be less common and it would be better to go with. But I could undo at this point too and go back. But I like to do it without undos. Let's try it. Fussy. Don't be fussy. Yes. All right. Was it furry? It was furry. Okay. Wow. All right. So what were some other possibilities? Let's see. Fubby, fubsy, furzy. No idea. That was were the 6. So I had furry and fussy and fuzzy, but furzy and fubsy and fubby, I don't know those. So, all right. Well, fluff ended up being a terrible second word, but it worked out. We got a little lucky and managed to not guess the answer. So very cool. So let me know how your solve of this Don't Wordle went today. And did you try the random starting word? Did you try fluff and get stuck in a trap and have to undo? I don't know. Either way, let me know how it went for you. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.